Native Son by Richard Wright. The book Native Son was written by Arthur Richard Wright. Published on March 1st, 1940, it explains the poverty and racism experienced by African Americans during the 1930s in America. Interpretation. What is the meaning of this text or its message? The book Native Son focuses on the realistic aspects of poverty in America and shows readers an inside look on the thoughts and feelings of a person facing the death penalty. The main character, Bigger Thomas, grows up in the slums of Southside Chicago, and it angers him that African Americans in America during the 1930s are experiencing cruel treatment and are not able to advance in life. He commits several crimes, one being the murder of a white woman. As an African American, Bigger fears what would someone think of him if he was seen or heard with a white woman. It makes you question, is this what it's like to be an African American in society? The book Native Son's purpose is to show that poverty, segregation, and a corrupt justice system has and still does exist in America today. Evaluation. How and why is this text effective? The author of the story, Richard Wright, was an African American man whose grandparents were slaves. At a young age, Wright was abandoned by his father and was forced to grow up in poverty and without a stable relative to stay with. Once he reached adulthood, he believed it was important to write books that related to his own personal life. Being that he grew up in extreme poverty at a time where blacks were discriminated against and violated by the white race. This text conveys a sympathetic and observational tone to help readers be able to understand that bigger circumstances and the world around him have a lot to do with his actions. Response. Why did I choose this text and what did I learn from it? I chose the text Native Son in order to show people that fear, a person's surroundings, and their circumstances play a major role in a person's actions. Poverty and corruption within the criminal justice system still exists in America today. This book makes you question how America could help so many other third world countries when several of its own citizens struggle every day. Overall, I learned that as people, we shouldn't judge a person for their actions without knowing their background or the reasons of why they did so. Do you think America as a whole wants to see individuals with all races and backgrounds succeed?
No, because I feel like most people think that the white race is superior.
Do you feel that African Americans are treated fairly?
Have a chance. Do we have to work harder? Yes. I feel like we have to work harder. I feel like when you're an African American man, you're gonna have to work harder. But when you're African American woman, you probably have to work 5 times harder. And usually for us, being that we come from a great stock, great people, that's not hard. That's just in our nature to exceed expectations.
How do you feel as an African American in today's society?
A critical time, and the nation needs prayer.